Salve galera, eu sou afener.dorfey e hoje vou estar começando a série de Rise of the Argonauts. Esse game aqui, mano, que eu considero um game fantástico. Ele está no meu top 3 de games de todos os tempos. E, inclusive, essa aqui foi uma das primeiras séries que eu trouxe ao canal. Então, na época, não manjava direito, mano. E a gameplay não ficou muito boa, né, mano, na série. Então eu resolvi refazer a série e substituir por essa nova aqui. As plataformas de Rise of the Argonauts vai estar aí aparecendo na descrição do vídeo. E também um pequeno resumo sobre a história do jogo. Bom galera, nesse game da mitologia grega assumimos o papel de Jasão. E onde o nosso objetivo principal é encontrar o Velo de Ouro para curar, trazer de volta a sua esposa à vida, né, que foi assassinada durante o casamento, né, de Jasão. Nessa aventura, galera, a gente tem companheiros famosos, né, da mitologia grega, como Hércules, Aquiles, dentre outros. É um game espetacular, eu convido vocês a acompanhar essa série aqui no canal. Peguei as legendas do site da Game Vice, galera. E aqui a gente tem a dificuldade do jogo, galera. Eu vou colocar... Eu não sei agora, eu acho que humano, herói e lenda. Eu acho que lenda é uma dificuldade mais avançada, né? Exibir poderes divinos ao usar, ok. Salvamento automático, sim. Deixa eu ver nas opções aqui se tem mais alguma coisa. A legenda eu acho que tá ativada. Então é isso, galera. Vamos começar um novo jogo aqui. Vou estar jogando nesse game na Steam, galera. No PC. Jasão, que foi sempre um herói mitológico, né, que não foi muito bem conhecido, né, geralmente sempre era mais focado na parte do Aquiles, do Hércules. Eu gostei muito desse game aqui porque fortaleceu um pouco o personagem, né, o Jasão. Eu até nem me lembro do ano que foi lançado esse game. Aí na descrição vai estar o ano certo. Flecha envenenada, ó. Epa, pera aí, cara. Pera aí que não tá pegando a legenda aqui, galera, ó. Aqui, ó. Agora sim, galera, eu vou voltar de novo. Tudo de novo, né, galera, para as legendas aparecerem ali na cutscene. Mano, cara, eu nunca vi um Hércules tão foda como nesse game aqui, meu. Hércules raiz demais. Deve ter uns 3 metros de altura, velho, esse Hércules daqui desse game. Aí é o Jasão. Jasão se casando com a Alcime. É, mas não tá aparecendo a legenda. Não sei porquê. Não sei se vai aparecer nas cutscenes. Fazendo o juramento de casamento, ó. É hora da nossa vingança, hein, mano. Bom, deixa eu ver aqui o seguinte, galera. Por que não tá pegando a legenda? Bom, ela já tá ativada, ó. No jogo aqui tá tudo certo, mano. Não me lembro agora se nas cutscenes aparecia a legenda. Pô, o cara desgraçado, mano, aquelas flechas. Toma. Assim, agora tá certo. O botão esquerdo é mais para ataque individual do mouse e o botão direito é para mais ataque em área. Ou é o contrário? Aqui, ó. Ah, dá pra segurar também, ó. Nem me lembrava mais. Ó. Matador de homens 1, ó. Olha o Hércules. Jasão, a sala de treinamento. Agora sim tá pegando a tradução, galera. Eu acho que nas cutscenes que não tá aparecendo. Cru. Ué. Escolhi a espada. Assim, o ataque direito é tipo um combo que executa o inimigo, ó. Corta no meio, ó. Toma. Ah, é por aqui não. É muito pesado, mano. cara, meu fone tá... De vez em quando ele falha o lado direito, cara. Eu acho que ele tá começando a se entregar. Mas as execuções desse jogo é muito top. Esse jogo aqui, cara, tem uma história fantástica. O combate dele é muito bom também. Uma das coisas que eu mais valorizo no game é a história, mano. Por isso que esse aqui entrou pro meu top 3. Cara, que saco, mano. Tá só falhando meu fone de ouvido. Headset. Aí sim. Matador de Homens 2, ó. Matou 15 soldados. Nossa, deu a vida pra salvar o Jasão. Uma maçã, ó. Mace maçã. Tem esse combo aqui, ó. Alt e botão esquerdo, ó. Cair isso aqui arrebenta a cabeça. Vira suco de morango. Esse troço aqui é muito forte. Não sei se é aqui que eu tenho que descer agora. Legal que no começo aqui a gente vai tendo tutorial, ó, com as armas. Espada, lança, maçã. Aí eu tô com elas ali, ó. Tô equipado já com a lança, espada e maçã. Gosto dessa aqui, cara, pra inimigo com escudo. Essa aqui é uma das melhores armas pra usar. Eu gosto do efeito, cara. Acontece. É no que vai trocando, que troca pra espada. Na verdade é no E. No E e no que trocam de arma.
black tongue, Jason.
Língua negra.
Leave me. You men, go with the king.
Ali é o Q ou E para trocar de armas rapidamente. Essa aqui pra mim, por enquanto, essa aqui é a melhor que tem, hein, velho. Isso aqui é muito monstruoso, cara, essa arma aqui, velho. Aí, ó. Travado aqui. Cru. Ali. Isso aí que é o Hércules, velho. Olha lá. Mano, e o Hércules ergue uma pedra, acho que de uns 30 metros de altura nesse jogo aqui, velho. É sensacional. Cru, agora vai ser um massacre. Cru, descarregou a ira. As cutscenes que são numa qualidade um pouco baixa no jogo. O objetivo principal então dessa história sensacional, galera, é a gente encontrar o Velo de Ouro, né, em busca da... O Velo de Ouro é o que tem poder de trazer os mortos à vida, né? E ressuscitar a Alcemi. Só que muita coisa vai acontecer, né, mano? O Hades, o Apolo, o Hermes ali, os deuses gregos da mitologia grega. Bom, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui, galera. Aqui, ó, a gente tem o mapa do jogo, ó. Fale com Hércules, você não aceitará a perda de Alcemi, ó. Talvez seu velho amigo Hércules possa saber alguma forma de trazê-la de volta. Então aqui a gente tem o mapa, galera, ó. Esse lugar, aqui são estrelas, ó. Ó. Aqui são as que a gente vai completando, ó. Na nossa jornada vai completando aqui tipo um horóscopo, ó. Ó. Aquários, ó. E aqui temos expressões, ó. Aqui são tipo evoluções no jogo, ó. Através do valor em combate, ó, e atos de virtude, você adquirirá conquistas nesta tela, ó. Você pode dedicar essas conquistas aos seus deuses protetores, ó. Aí diz tudo os tutoriais, ó. Ó, o cara vai ganhando pontos de expressão, ó. Tem o Ares, o Hermes, o Apolo e a Atena. Agora não me lembro do botão que salva no jogo. Então vamos salvar aqui. Vamos dar uma explorada aqui, mano, então. Agora. Aqui não temos nenhuma opção.
Did I not do everything you asked of me? Why then? Here, of all places, on your sacred island, I do not accept it. If this is your will, I do not accept it.
Mandou a real pros Zeus.
Jason, your uncle was looking for you. He wanted to know when you planned to give last rites to Alcime.
If I send her spirit to the underworld, I'll never get her back.
Get her back? How?
I don't know how. I don't have the answers yet, but there must be a way.
I wish I had the answers to give you. But perhaps I know someone who could. Someone whose business is answers. The Oracle at Delphi.
Delphi?
If anyone would know, it would be her.
Yes, the Oracle. Master Argos finishes a great ship as we speak. It will serve.
Delphi's not easily found, it's said. Does he know the way?
I don't know, but I aim to find out. Come, we'll ask him ourselves.
Oh, remember, your uncle is ahead in the courtyard. He wanted to speak with you. I told him I'd let you know.
That mausoleum is going to block the sun in the afternoon. Warden, sir, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Vamos dar uma explorada aqui agora, galera. Vamos falar com todo mundo, ver se a gente descobre alguma coisa.
We'll have this garden looking better than ever. I promise you.
Carry on.
How can you be so cold? It's terrible enough what happened. Hera forbid I speak cruelly of that King Jason, how can I express my sorrow?
Thank you for your sympathy.
My cousin and I were surprised to learn of the friendship between Hercules and yourself. How did you meet?
Iolcus is a land sacred to Zeus, Hercules' father.
Jason has been kind enough to offer his hospitality as the Warden of Zeus when I've come to visit.
That's another thing. This Warden of Zeus. What does that title mean?
All kings of Iolcus who complete the 5 trials of Zeus assume that title. In doing so, we swear to defend this land and the honor of Zeus against all threats. In some ways, it's a ceremonial title that reflects the strong attachment between Zeus and Iolcus.
But what does the Warden do exactly?
Vamos ver.
The Warden is responsible for ensuring that the people of Iolcus receive justice. I often hear the cases of the people and offer judgment and arbitration. Another duty is to enforce the law and punish those who break it.
A truly noble calling. Is there more?
Most of a warden's time is spent training and preparing for situations we hope never arise. When a warden has a son, he turns to his boy's training, preparing him for the trials he is to face. That training is the basis for a lifetime of dedicated practice and devotion.
Such dedication. Is there anything else?
The Warden of Zeus is charged with defending the island of Iolcus.
É muito importante o diálogo e a exploração nesse jogo, galera.
We pass our trials, and to be ever vigilant against any threat. In return, each warden earns Zeus's protection. No warden has ever fallen in battle on Yolkin soil.
Fascinating. What else?
One of the warden's most important duties is to perform a number of ceremonies in honor of Zeus. For example, the warden performs the first sacrifice of the harvest season each year. As the god of hospitality, Zeus demands that we also care for any traveler who arrives on Yolkis. The warden personally sees to the safety and well-being of those travelers.
Your hospitality is second to none.
I'm sorry. I have some urgent matters to attend to. Perhaps we can speak of my duties some other time.
Oh, I see.
Ok.
You'd have King Lycomedes ask Jason for his... No. If he did, Jason would have to consent.
Acho que pra cá não tem nada mais. Ah, que droga esse... É, pra cá não tem nada. Tinha que ter um botão pra abrir esse mapa aqui, um atalho. Vamos entrar aqui.
There you are, Jason. It's good to see you out of that mausoleum. It isn't healthy to linger over the dead, nephew. Yolkis needs its king. Captain Idas has finished his investigation. Petitions await, and we must set a date to give last rites to Alcime.
There will be no date for that.
What? Jason, I am your uncle, and I care for you. The will of the gods may be a mystery to us all, but to deny Alcime her last rites is unnatural.
Until I'm certain there's no way to bring her back, I will not do it.
Bring her back? Alcime is dead. You seek the impossible.
Impossible? Orpheus convinced Hades himself to allow his wife to return to the living.
Orpheus made a deal with Hades, but he broke it. Eurydice never saw the light of day.
But she could have. Orpheus failed, but that does not mean Jason would if given the same chance.
O Hércules está apoiando o Jasão.
I'll find my answers there.
This is the despair of grief. You're not thinking clearly. Alcime would not approve.
Do not presume to say what she would think, Uncle. Alcime lies in the mausoleum behind me. I speak for her now. And I say she was a daughter of Ares. And if there is any way to bring her back, she would demand I find it.
I understand your ardor, Jason, but have you thought this through? Delphi is not found on any map. Find 100 charts, and each will point a different way.
I would trust Argos' charts above any other. Hercules and I will go ask him ourselves.
Very well. I know better than to argue with you when your mind is set. I will consult our records about the location of Delphi, in case Master Argos doesn't know the way.
Thank you, Uncle.
Delphi, I pray you find the answers you seek, nephew. I will go to the royal court and maintain some semblance of order there.
It's unheard of. Attacking Yolkis?
Those Ionians must be...
King Jason, my family and I grieve for you.
I thank you.
Some of the other guests and I were discussing the reaction of Mycenae to this tragedy. Do you think Mycenae will seek revenge for the loss of their princess?
Mycenae must be told who was responsible. King Lycomedes is no friend to the Black Tongues.
You're right, of course. And yet, King Lycomedes is not known for his understanding.
He was occupied.
Ah, fui pular ali, pulei
mediating a treaty
diálogo.
between neighboring islands. As king of Mycenae and a priest of Ares himself, his presence is enough to ensure peace between rivals.
I see. May Hera bless you.
I think they were sending a message to all of Greece.
Zeus protect you.
And you, Photios.
I have a message from Master Argos, sir. He says your ship is nearly finished. He awaits your inspection aboard the ship itself.
Thank you. Was there anything else? You seem troubled today.
It's Thano, sir. My closest friend, and a good servant to you. He was killed in the attack. What's more, he died in my arms, and gave to me his final words, meant for his wife, Agatha. It isn't an easy message to bear, sir, and I've yet to find the resolve to do it.
Thano fell beneath my roof. I'll deliver his final words.
I don't envy you the task. What he told me as he lay dying.
Parece que revelou alguma missão aqui, ó.
Even though he was not always faithful, he hoped she would remember him as a good man, if not a perfect one, and find it in her heart to forgive him. You see, not the easiest matter to address.
It is delicate. I'll give this message to Agatha.
Ok. Pô, bem que o mapa podia abrir no M, né, mano? Pra cá tá tudo fechado. Aqui que abre, ó. Deixa eu ir pra cá antes. Tem dois caminhos pra ir agora. Eu vim de lá. Ah, me lembro que aqui o cara pode treinar um pouco os lutadores.
Hail, Warden.
Lieutenant Platon. Idas says you fought like a lion during the attack. Well done.
6 Ionians felt the kiss of my mace. Praise Ares.
I didn't know you were a follower of Ares.
Aye, sir. Most of the guard choose Zeus as their patron. But I'm an Ares man, like my father before me. I find his blessings are best suited for this type of work.
Ares is the lord of battle and courage. What of the patrols and regulations of a guard's life?
I'm not fond of them either, but there's more glory to be had here than on a farm. That was the choice I had, and it was an easy one to make. Besides battle and courage, Ares also ruled over manliness, instinct, and virility. And those are traits that help a man in all walks of life, if you get my meaning.
You bring Ares' virtues to the guard.
I do, and to be honest, I think the guard would benefit if more men did as well. The followers of Ares believe that a warrior who thinks long lives short. Cowardice and shirking comes from thinking too much. No, us Ares men believe in doing, not thinking. We speak plainly and act directly. That's the Ares way.
Ares is the lord of battle and courage. But what of the patrols and regulations of a guard's life?
I'm not fond of them either. But there's more.
Ah, esse aqui eu já falei com ele.
And those are traits that help.
As you
Esse eu já falei com ele.
Hail, King Jason. Lieutenant of Ares. How goes the training?
Lieutenants Myron and Platon are putting the new recruits through their paces. They're rough, but they'll learn.
Perhaps I could teach them a thing or two.
Would you? Listen up, you men. You've a rare honor today. King Jason himself is going to show you how a warrior fights. This is one of our newest recruits, King Jason. Breathe, boy. Can't have you passing out before you started.
Don't be nervous. Try your best.
Já se entregou.
That's how you do it, men. Now you understand why he's the warden. Perhaps the king will show us how to fight against multiple opponents. King Jason?
Of course.
Right. You too.
Let's make it 3.
As you say, my king. You 3. Learn from the king.
Que arrebenta escudo, mano. Aí.
I hope everyone's paying close attention. You all have a lot of work to do. Some of the men were asking about how to deal with a spearman. Perhaps you and Lieutenant Myron can demonstrate.
Lieutenant Myron, when you're ready, have some of the recruits join you.
The spear offers reach and precision. Watch the king and learn, recruits. Watch how he reacts to my spear.
Ruim que tem que lutar com a lança agora, mas contra o escudo não é muito bom. Aí.
You honor us, King Jason.
Ida's taught me well, but it's up to all of you to train hard.
Another lesson? Against Lieutenant Platon and his mace, perhaps.
Vamos agora ensinar uma aula de maçã. Lutando com a maçã.
Have some of the recruits join you.
Eu me lembro que eu acho que o cara vai ganhar alguma coisa aqui, mano. Não me lembro direito agora.
You men keep an eye on how King Jason contends with it.
Essa aqui é uma destruidora de escudo.
King Jason, we can all learn much from you.
What do you say to one final lesson? My sword could use some practice.
Lieutenant Avarius, when you're ready.
The sword is quick and agile. Learn from the king and how he responds.
Bom que isso aí o cara aprende sobre as armas, né, mano? Eu nem tô lendo, né, porque eu conheço esse jogo. Mas pra quem não conhece, né? É uma ótima lição. Aí, ó, instrutivo, ó, demonstrou sua habilidade para seus guardas, é isso mesmo.
You're the best warrior on Yolkus, and you have been for some time. This has been an honor for us all, my king.
Hail, hail! Hail, hail! Hail, hail!
Continue your training. Remember, you fight for Yolkus.
Ok, mano, deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Expressões. Vamos ver se é pro... Não, pro Apolo não foi. Vamos ver se foi pra Atena que deu. Não, aqui não. Pro Hermes. Não. Não me lembro agora onde é que ficou registrado aquilo ali. Aqui tá, ó. Todas as ações que o cara vai fazendo no jogo é registrado aqui, ó. Isso é muito bom.
Hail, sir. The new recruits are raw, but they've got promise.
I heard you were the first to raise the alarm during the attack, Myra.
Yes, sir. I spotted those Ionians while patrolling the palace and made the call to arms. I just wish I could have found them earlier. Perhaps Queen Alcime would still be with us.
Save wishes for Wells, Myron. We can't change the past. We can only work to change the future. It is only in what we do now that we can hope to undo what has gone before.
You're right. And I can best serve Iolcus by getting these new recruits in line. These men...
Ok. Pra cá não tem nada.
Who worship the old gods. They don't even acknowledge Zeus.
Like I said, they're mad.
Vamos entrar aqui agora, ó.
Such a tragic loss. What a view! You can see for miles here.
The sacrifices of those who died in defense of this land will never be forgotten. Be proud of your men and women, your sons and daughters, your kin. They honored their vows. May we give as much to honor our own.
Aqui não tem diálogo agora.
King Jason.
Elpis, I didn't know you were among the injured.
Oh, it was nothing. I'm recovered mostly. It's just my poor parents.
What do you mean?
My parents don't know what happened to me, nor do I want them to. They're old and in ill health. Why let them worry? Could you tell them I'm well? That I've just been too busy to see them?
Of course. Why burden them?
I knew you'd understand.
Rest now, Elpis. I'll speak to your parents.
Ok.
This is where I first met Alcime.
When you were children?
Yes. Her father, King Lycomedes, left her in the care of my father while he was at war. 10 years she lived here.
Alcime, come back! She is willful, King. You must watch her carefully.
She'll be safe here, Lycomedes.
Indeed. No one knows. Not even my advisors. Alcime!
Are you spying? Here, Father.
I see you've met young Jason.
King Lycomedes, sir.
Jason, word of advice. I know my daughter.
going to have to keep your wits about you.
Come, Hercules.
Aqui não tem diálogo. Tem bastante lugar aqui, mano. Esse lugar aqui não é muito pequeno, não. Vamos ver só o que tem aqui em cima. Caramba, cara. Eu acho que pra mim não me perder, velho, eu vou primeiro... Primeiro eu vou fazer o seguinte aqui, ó. Eu vim daqui. Quero ver o que tem aqui, ó. No fim. Olha aí, mano, é cheio de salas aqui.
Hail, King Jason.
Captain Idas, how are you feeling?
Better, my king. My pride was injured more than anything. Was a time those Ionian dogs wouldn't have had a chance.
You fought bravely, my friend. The odds were great.
I've got 3 things for your attention, Jason. First, we have the results from our investigation of the attack. Second, I've just received a report of a disturbance in the village. And lastly, there's a private matter I would discuss with you.
What is this private matter, Idas? You know you may speak freely with me.
Yes, well... It's time for me to step down, Jason.
Quer se aposentar.
I'm not the man I once was. This attack made me realize I've grown old. I can't ask men to fight for me when I can't fight for them.
More than any man in Iolcus, you've earned the right to choose when your time has come.
I've got 3 men in mind who could do the job. The sooner you make your choice, the sooner I can start training them to take my place.
Let's see the men who would attempt to replace you.
Lieutenants Ivarius, Myron, and Platon, step forward.
Oh.
These 3 are equal in rank and seniority. I believe all 3 could do the job.
What is your counsel, Uncle?
From what I know, each of these men is capable. I'll tell you how we chose in the old days. We counted their scars and picked the one who had the most. In this case, that would be Avarius.
What is your count?
All 3 are capable. Do you want the...
Lieutenant Avarius, speak your case.
I am Avarius, son of a farmer from the plains. I've known no other captain than Idas. If chosen, I will strive to lead as he does. Honor and sacrifice will be the hallmark of your guard.
Tell me, Avarius, how would you defend the palace?
I would do as Idas did. Spread the guard throughout to spot any attack as soon as possible.
What do you think of your fellow lieutenants?
Both are dedicated in their own way. I'll speak no ill of them.
Lieutenant Platon, speak.
Vamos ver o argumento de cada aqui.
Born a fisherman, but destined to be captain. King Jason, your guards have grown complacent. It's time to make a clean start, break them down, and build them up again. Instill discipline.
Discipline without strategy only goes so far, Platon. How would you defend the palace?
To start, I'd have the guards off their asses and out scouring the island for the next threat. Those that must be here should be stationed in the royal court, the natural defensive point.
Foi com quem que eu falei? Foi com esse aqui?
Lieutenant Myron.
My name is Myron.
É esse aqui eu não tinha falado.
I come from a family of shepherds. For 3 years I've led the night watch. Far too many died in the attack. It must not happen again. The guard could not survive another blow.
Let's hear how you would defend the palace, Myron.
Pull back the guard to the palace's living quarters, where the most people are. Important officials, yourself, Master Pelias, should have bodyguards at all times.
Eu vou pegar, acho que o Evarius.
I've made my decision.
Who will it be then?
Lieutenant Evarius, I name you Captain of the Guard. It is my wish that you strive to lead as Captain Idas has led. Nobly, honorably, and with dedication. May you always be first in battle and last to stand in our defense.
It will be my honor. May the leadership of Idas live on through me.
All 3 of you, I am grateful the Guard has men of your quality. Dismissed.
I thank you, Jason. I'm sure my wife, Cipriana, will thank you too.
After a few months with you around all day, she may change her tune.
I'd like to go tell her the news.
Of course. Let's finish our business, then you can go to the village.
Bom, para finalizar essa parte aqui, galera, eu vou terminar essas investigações aqui, ó. Esses 2 assuntos que tem para abordar aqui ainda.
What's the disturbing part?
The assassin bore all the markings of a Black Tongue. His dress, his weapons, his tattoos, and of course, his marksmanship. Jason, I went to that balcony. There's not a bowman in Greece who could have made that shot.
Disturbing indeed. And the disappointing part?
We still don't know why he came. The Ionians? That's easy. They're mercenaries. They came for plunder. But why Alcime was targeted? What anyone could have hoped to gain from it? We've learned nothing.
What is this report of trouble in the village?
Apparently, Zeno of Thessaloniki has arrived on Iolcus. His brother Menander fell during the attack.
Yes. I heard he was among the guests who were killed.
As you can imagine, Zeno is none too pleased. Thessaloniki has never been a friendly. Those cheese-eaters have been jealous of Zeus's favor for as long as anyone can remember.
I remember this Zeno. Loud, arrogant sort. Fancies himself a general.
Aye. Well, he's down in the village shouting at anyone who will listen, demanding compensation for his brother. He's got a couple of men with him, and the guard who made the report says there was a witch with him as well.
Let's hear the investigation report.
I'm afraid it's both disturbing and disappointing.
Ah, esse aqui já.
Jason, I went to that balcony. There's not a bowman in Greece who could have made that shot. As you say,
Aí, ó. Bom, galera, eu vou encerrando essa primeira parte aqui da nossa série de Rise of the Argonauts. E na próxima parte a gente dá andamento à série. Obrigado a todos e falou.